Hey everyone, it's Desiree, and I am here with a video that really got me out of my comfort zone, and it looks so cute. So, for those of you that know, I have a group on Facebook called Always Be Creative and Then Some. So some of my members, they do beautiful work. Some have YouTube channels or blogs or Instagram. And I want the love to go around to them. So this is a collaboration video. You're seeing my hands go over here because, yes, I lost my video feed on this. So I am collaborating with Renee, and her YouTube channel is called Delaney Jane Cards. Now, I'm sure some of you have already watched her video, or videos, but what she does is paper piecing. I've never really done it before. I think maybe once, a really long time. So, yes, I chose probably the most easiest image to do this with. Yep, Renee, I wimped out. Absolutely. But the reason why, honestly, that I chose this image, or this stamp set, is because the sentiment I love. So the stamp set I used is called by Newton's Nook Designs, and it is called Bunny Hop. I'm hoping it's still available, but the sentiment, love no bunny but you, I had to use it. The paper that I'm using, I dug into my scraps, the scraps that I pulled out are the Lawn Fawn Rainbow plaids. I'm not really a rainbow person, but I am in love with these. So I really do hoard that paper like there's no tomorrow. So I stamped my three bunnies, because I've got to have threes, because I always have to have odd numbers. And I made sure they were in different areas of the plaid so that they would be different colors. Now, one of the things that she also does is she incorporates her Copic alcohol markers to give shading. I've seen her use her gray when she's doing that on pattern paper just to give it a little bit of shading. She does a lot better pattern paper piecing, so please go check out her video. I can't wait to see it, because I'm sure it's going to be 10 times better than mine. But I gave it a shot. So instead of pulling in alcohol markers, I'm going to pull in my colored pencils. So I have a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 panel here, white cardstock, my Nina, and I drew 3 lines. I want to create hills that are going on here. I'm using my Faber-Castell ink pen to make it look like they were stamped. So I'm just putting my black lines in. I'm also going to grab some masking paper because I wasn't quite, I thought the way that I was going to stamp my images onto this piece, I wanted them down in the hill, but then I changed my mind. So I'm doing this for nothing. I'm just saying. This, again, the most simplest image I choose. But again, we start somewhere when it comes to a new idea. Something when we try. So even this, I mean, it's the most adorable image in the world, and it's going to be very easy to fussy cut, and I'm not fussy cutting a lot. But again, something like this will show you if you're going to like the new technique, or if it's going to intrigue you when it comes to that. You know, a lot of people want to try watercoloring. You don't have to, see how I'm going back to the card here. Yeah, I just cut that off, and I'll forget what I was saying. So I wasn't quite sure if I just wanted the ears to come up from that hill, and which would probably have been absolutely adorable now that I'm thinking of it. And you can see I'm changing my mind. There's no need for me to have the masks there. But I am going to stamp this image 3 times on the hills, because I didn't want just one. I wanted a group. So I'm going to stamp my images 3 times, and now I know where they're going to be placed. Now, again, since it's paper piecing, I don't care that the lines are going through their bodies. They're going to get covered. But I want to cover my grass first, my hillside. So I'm going to use my colored pencils for that. So I'm actually only going to use this one color. So I'm adding a lot of pressure to the top of the lines. And then I'm going to continuously get lighter and lighter to create the shade, to make it look like it's rounded. And again, just one colored pencil, maybe adding in a light green at the very bottom. But you can see, just by making that dark line and then coming out, it looks like it has a curve. Now, you can use any medium you want. You can also use watercolors for this. You can also use your alcohol markers. My medium of choice are colored pencils. Very much so. So, now see, I forgot what I was saying. You know I was going to do that, right? And nope, I'm not stopping this voiceover to find out. But anyway, so, image. So, I did choose something that was simple, but by doing that, it's how we can know. A lot of times, we just jump in. We see everything new that's coming out. Gotta have it. Excuse me. No, I'm fine. I do not. Allergies. This is all allergies, people. And we have to have everything. I like to try new techniques. There's some that I won't. Because it's like, because it's either because I know I'll get hooked, or I won't like it. So it could go either way. But very rarely would I not like it. So I know I would just get absolutely sucked in. So I wasn't worried about going into those bunnies with the colored pencils and being exact, only because I'm now going to do one of my most favorite things, and it's fussy cutting. Yes. So this really, what I learned through this, it's funny, as I was cutting these, I'm like, wait a minute, we've got these lines here, and this doesn't look right. And I really thought I was doing it wrong, and I probably am. But what I did realize, it is better, and I know Renee always says this too. I watched her videos to see how she did this. I cheated. If you cut just a little bit inside the black line, your stamped image, then you'll see the stamped image that you stamped down. So you're actually filling in. When I hear the term paper piecing, I think of quilting. It's funny. When it comes to paper piecing, I like it. I think it's a great look. And I actually have another idea. So I am going to try this again, believe it or not. But when I think of paper piecing, I think of quilt paper piecing. Those were actually the quilts that I loved to make. Those were the quilts that I made and sold. So I just loved paper piecing in quilts. It was just wonderful to do. So I just think that's funny. Yep, I grabbed my vintage photo. So again, instead of using the Copics, the alcohol markers to shade, I'm actually going to use my vintage photo around the image, just to give it some shading. And I'm going to do that to each of them. I do want to apologize. I'm losing my voice again. This is all allergies. I know we are all being affected, and when I say all, around the globe, when it comes to the pandemic that's going on. I do hope everyone's being safe, and stay safe. Make sure you wash those hands. just keep doing it. I don't think I've ever washed my hands so much, and that's okay. It's a good habit to have, but please stay safe. So this is what it looks like so far. I think I've talked about 10 million different things in this video. I'm going to adhere this panel right onto my standard A2 size card panel, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So you can see the greens come up. I've got these 3 cute little bunnies with the most adorable sentiment on the top. I loved the other image too in this stamp set, and I really debated of using that image, but the image is really small. God, I would have been cursing. So I pulled one of my makeup brushes and my tumbled glass, and I just added some blue just to the very, very top of the card. So again, I'm pointing because this was actually a live video that I had done, but yeah, I gotta stop doing what I do. I'm going to put my little tiny white pom-poms in place for the little tails because I think that just gives it some adorable interest. And I'm just sitting there saying how cute it is as well. I really do love this card. I think it is absolutely adorable. So, Renee, thank you so much for getting me out of my comfort zone. And everyone, please, I will make sure that her video that she is doing at this time is linked down below as well. So please, please go check her channel out. If you have already subscribed with her, thank you. And I know she appreciates it. I know she's been excited. She just went over 500 subscribers. So join the celebrations over there. But she does just some beautiful work. So please, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do that while you are there. I do hope you enjoyed the project that I created by her getting me out of that zone there. I hope I maybe gave you some different tips if this is something that you wanted to try as well. As always, all of the products that I use will be linked down below if you want to check them out. If you have any questions or comments, please make sure you link those down below as well, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to hit that button. Make sure you ring the bell. Then you'll know when the next video is live and ready for you to watch. And also hit the thumbs up. If you've already subscribed, no matter if it was just now or even before, I say thank you. And I am truly grateful that you stopped by and spent this little time with me today. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please make sure you're safe. And during this time, what a better way to always be creative.